everybody. Okay, we're here at the Noland Creek trail head. As you can see behind me, there's some cars there. It's pretty crowded. A lot of people like to fish here. A lot of people like to hike. It's a great way to get into the park. So let's get down to the trail here, and we'll see if we can get down to the lake and show you what that looks like this time of year. As you can see, the creek is right down there. So we're just going to head down here. It's a little switchback, and get down there and just take about a mile walk down to the lake. So let's get down here. This is a horse trail as well. I have never seen a horse here, but obviously you've seen a lot of remnants of horses. But a lot of people get access into some of the trails and park their horse trailers up in the parking lot and pack mule or pack horse into the park. Now let me talk a little bit about Noland Creek here, because you saw those cemeteries back there just a quarter mile away or so. But Noland Creek used to be a very vibrant community. If you head down to the lake, obviously when the lake wasn't there, there was a mill down there, and people lived down there on the creek as well. But if you turn to the right here, head north into the park, Noland Creek, as I said, was a very vibrant community, and they had schools and a post office and a little general store. So all that's gone now, but you can read a lot about it in the local history. Okay, that didn't take long. As you can see, we're at the Noland Creek Trail. It's really not a trail as much as it is a road. Like I said, there was a pretty vibrant community here, so they had roads going in and out of here. Now about 4 or 5 miles up to the right, it does become a trail, but for the next 4 miles or so, it's a road, kind of like the one you see here. So anyhow, we're going to head down to Fontana Lake. That's about 1 mile down there. Springhouse Branch is about 4.2, and the Noland Divide Trail that comes out of Deep Creek is about 9 miles away. So one of these days, I'm going to take the Noland Divide Trail all the way to the Noland Creek Trail all the way to the Noland Divide Trail, and I'll show you guys that. That's some really nice parts of the park. So anyhow, let's head down to the lake. There's about 4 crossings here, and there's obviously bridges for all of them, but I'll try to show you up and down the creek from there so you get a sense of how fast the water's running and how beautiful the creek is. Now this is one of my favorite places to fish. The water's running a little fast right now, but there's still some good fishing, and it's not complete white water like it is when it rains, because when it does rain, you can really, it's really difficult to fish. And as you can see, there's a little creek coming out. It's flowing pretty good too. That flows into Noland Creek here. So let's continue down the walkway here. Maybe we'll see a fisherman or two here. And it's kind of funny, there's an unwritten law, I guess with fishermen. When you ask them their spot or where they caught their last big fish, they always say the left branch of the right fork of the Pigeon Shit River or something like that. I mean, it's like telling people where you hide your money in your house. So it's pretty funny when you ask somebody where they caught a fish or what they caught it on. It's like top secret among fishermen. Okay, we're coming up to the first bridge. Like I said, I think there's 4 of them. And also, this is the national park, and there's campsite 66 is right down on the lake. In the summertime, when they bring up the lake levels, and they bring them up by about 60 feet as compared to wintertime levels, the only way you can get to this campsite is by boat. So we're going to walk over there and show that campsite to you now, because the water should still be relatively down. Okay, here's a view of upstream. One of the prettiest creeks I think there is in the park. Boy, that looks like a good spot right over there. See that flat water right there? I bet there's some browns hanging out in there. All right, let's look downstream a little bit. Yeah, it'd be good fishing today. The water's not running too fast. I may have to get the old fly rod out tomorrow. See if I can get some time in the late afternoon to get out here. One thing I want to say today is how badly I feel for all the thru hikers out there having to deal with this virus thing. You would think that it's probably one of the safest places to be, but if you know anything about through hiking, they have to stop in hostels and go into town for resupplies and sleep in shelters with other folks in close quarters. So it seems like a lot of them will be coming off trail here, and the ATC may even be shutting the trail down. Now, there'll probably be some wildcats that want to keep going, and God bless them. Stay safe, and whatever trail angels are out there can help them out. But I know that Sam Green left a message this morning on his YouTube channel that he'd be quitting, and obviously he's very disappointed. And Wild and Braids and Happy and everybody else that's up there on the trail right now. I know it's disappointing, but the trail will always be here, and you guys will always be through hikers. Okay, we're coming up on the third bridge here. Like I say, this is a very short walk down to the lake, a mile, but it's really, really scenic. And it's got just some great pools here if you're fishing. And it's got some great places to just take a nice, relaxed walk. You can't tell me there's not a big brown sitting right in there. So we're about halfway there, down to the lake, so about another half mile we'll be down to the lake and see what the water level is down there. Got blowdown after blowdown. Nothing major, but I think when the rains as much as it has lately and the ground gets so soft, it doesn't take much to knock these trees down. Okay, we're coming up to the final and fourth bridge. And then it's just a couple hundred yards down to the lake. But again, really pretty hike, easy. Even if people aren't really strong hikers, this is a great one to see a lot of really cool stuff, some really beautiful parts of the Noland Creek, and it's pretty easy to get to. There's another big blow down here. All right, we're coming down to the lake now. About another couple hundred yards. I guess it's everywhere. Get an idea of where the water level is in the summer. As you can see right there, it's probably comes up another 20-25 feet, and that's where they'll get it to. So all of this right here that you see will be underwater in about another, I don't know, 2 months maybe. Every time I come down here and I don't bring my fly rod, and then I see spots that look like they'd be perfect. So note to self, don't go anywhere without your fly rod. Okay, this is campsite 65 right up on the hill, and if you look way up there, you can see where they have the cables where you could hang your food so the bears don't get to it. So you can see that the campsite's right up there, and we're down here another probably 25-30 feet So you can pull your boat right up to where I'm standing and go to that campsite when the water level comes up. Noland Creek, and as you can see, there is the lake. So they'll start drawing the water up, and again, this will all be underwater at some point in the next few months. Now it's kind of cool to come down here because after a rain or something, you could go down to those mud flats and you could see bear tracks and bobcat tracks and coyote tracks, human tracks, but pretty telltale sign of who's been down here getting water. So we're gonna walk a little bit farther, just to show you the lake a little bit more, and then we're gonna head back. So I hope you enjoyed this little adventure today. Like I say, I'm not the kind of person that's going to climb Mount Everest or Mount Kilimanjaro, so my adventures are relegated to easier ones. Certainly a lot of opportunity to fish, hike, kayak, and boat here at Fontana Lake and the national park so close. So I'm going to take advantage of all those things, so I'll continue to post videos of all my mini adventures. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, and certainly your comments would be appreciated. Take care.